Aquí estoy con la leyenda. Buenas tardes, compañeros. Aquí servidor Víctor Bugarín.
Okay, I'm not going to answer no question about nobody else's chickens, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Aquí estoy con la leyenda viviente Smokey. Smokey ha trabajado toda su vida con Johnnie Jumper, en paz descanse, y ahora trabaja con Nathan Jumper. Es su socio. Thank you for doing this interview, Smokey.
You're welcome.
We've been friends. We've known each other for
a long time.
For a long time. How long were you with Jumper? Since what age?
Ever since I was 12 years old.
Desde los 12 años he estado con Jumper. So your family. Your family.
Yeah, I've been there since I was 12 years old. I'm working on 44 years now being there.
Wow.
But, you know, they've been good to me, so I can't complain about nothing.
Que dice que ha sido muy bueno ellos con él, que no puede quejarse de nada. Aquí estoy con mi gran amigo Mello, también con su... me está presentando su pésimo y mugroso tercer lugar también en el Inter.
No, en el segundo del México USA, acá. Pregúntale cómo le fue.
Pues no repartirse, ¿verdad? Que no es pastel.
Que no es pastel, dijo, y luego quería un gansito el cabrón al último.
How you like Mexico?
I like it real good. I like coming here a lot. I don't get to come like I want to, but, you know, when I do, I take advantage of the time.
Well, you're welcome anytime to my farm. Anytime it's your house. Anytime you want to come down here.
Okay.
Que le gusta mucho México. You like the food, the people?
I like the people, the food, some of the food. I don't eat everything, but some of the food.
Okay.
Hey, like Johnny, bacon and eggs only?
Bacon and eggs. That's
all day long?
That's all I can do. Bacon and eggs all day.
Puro bacon y con huevo con tocino. What do you think of the competition down here?
The what?
The competition. What do you think of the competition down here?
It's about the same as everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a question. Do you think the competition was tougher back in the Sunset days when you had Sunset Bayou, you had Copper State, Mid-America, Texoma? You think it was tougher back then?
Oh well, yeah, a lot tougher. It had you had 80% of the top roosters bands in the United States was played there.
Dice que después de que sí era más difícil de ahorita o antes de 30 años cuando estaba Sunset, Copper State, dice que en ese tiempo,
años, no, 30,
porque el 80% de los gallos más importantes iban a ir a jugar ahí. So you thought Sunset was the...
Well, it just wasn't just Sunset. It was all
yeah.
You had all the major guys shows in one spot, you know. So it was tough.
And I've always said this. You had like combines, like, you know, Mr. Johnnie Jumper was real good friends with Dink Fair and Karen E. Smith and the Collins brothers and a couple of people who used to race for him, and Darryl Wilson. You had little combines where I heard a story one time. Johnny was fighting some hatches or some spangles, and he won one real easy. And they asked him, I think Austria asked him, "I'll pay you $1,000 for that rooster." He thought it's not for sale. And then he offered him $2,000 for that rooster. He said it's not for sale. And then he offered him $2,000 for the next rooster, clean or dead. He said not for sale, because he wanted to breed those roosters.
Yeah. Well, you know, back in the early days, when a lot of the top breeders didn't give nothing away. You could go ahead and try to buy one. They wouldn't sell you nothing, because they didn't want nobody to have this, or nobody to get the bloodline and spread it through there, because that's their competition. And it's kind of that way now, but it ain't as bad.
Que antes los gringos no te vendían ni un gallo, ellos porque no quieran que la gente tuviera las familias, entonces por aquel dinero no te lo vendían.
Y dice que todavía sigue siendo lo mismo.
Y todavía sigue siendo lo mismo, más que los gringos nos venden algo que no es realmente lo que es.
Bueno. No, pero mira, lo que pasa, Bogarín, pienso yo, como dice Smokey, no los conocemos. O sea, a los grandes ni vienen para acá, ni tienen necesidad de vender. Para empezar, si te vas para atrás, Cecil Davis, Ray Price, tenían todo el dinero, güey. O sea, tenían todo el dinero. Entonces, para ellos era más valioso el orgullo que venderte un gallo.
Back then, a lot of the breeders were, have money, or they didn't really care about money, you know. They didn't want to sell, right?
Well, I mean, if I had something good, why would I want to sell it to you? Spread it through everybody else. And that's how they looked at the business.
Que los griegos viejos decían que para qué tener una línea muy buena y para qué venderla si no necesita venderla, o sea, para qué todo el mundo lo va a tener. Entonces así pensaban ahí. Entonces,
por eso Johnny todo el mundo lo quería, porque él sí compartía. Y a él todos esos creadores famosos le llevaban gallos. Y le puedes preguntar a él. Y él sí compartió las sangres.
Johnny would sell stuff, right?
Well, yeah, Johnny would, because you know what? At the time, when they were coming up, and he told me just like I started out, he would sell some, but he wouldn't sell a lot. He just sold just enough to pay his bills and went from there, just like everything else. He told me when he was coming up as a young age, he didn't have nothing. He started with nothing, and he worked his way to where he had, you know, before he passed away.
Que Johnny vendía lo suficiente para mantener el rancho y hasta ahí nomás. Pero que él, pues, a él le gustaban los gallos, que era su pasión.
No, y fue muy pobre al principio, era muy pobre, cuenta.
Que era muy pobre cuando empezaba. What kind of person was Johnnie Jumper?
Probably the honest, kindest person I ever met
Really?
in them days. I mean, he was the same from day one to the day he passed away. It was no different.
Que le pregunté cómo era Johnny, yo creo que era una de las personas más,
Más gentil.
más gentil de que ha conocido, que fue igual desde que lo conoció hasta que se murió. What was his favorite cross or
Oh,
line?
it was the radio hatches. There wasn't no doubt about it.
Que su favorite cross eran los hatch con radio, los de Johnnie Jumper. How about yours? What's your favorite one?
My favorite is right now, I'm a hatch man.
Okay.
I can do better with the hatches than I can. I can do better with power type chicken better than I can cutting the chickens.
Que le gustan más los gallos de poder que más los de corte. Let me ask a question. What's more important? I ask this question to everybody, and they all give me different answers. And I'll tell you what Ding told me too. What's more important? What's the pregunta qué es más importante, la caza o el corte? What's more important for you, gameness or cut?
Well, it's really kind of what weapon you use.
For Mexico,
Oh, you got to have the cutting ability.
cutting.
You got to cut.
Okay.
Without cutting, you ain't done nothing.
Dice que para él más importante el corte.
I would think if here you got to cut to win here. I mean, a game rooster, you're only gonna fight 10 minutes. 90% a dunghill can last 10 minutes or 15 minutes.
Dice que un gallo corriente puede aguantar 10 minutos. Es su opinión de él.
But for my personal, I'll have to go with the cutting ability of chickens. If you,
But your hatches cut good too, right?
the hatches fight good.
And they cut good, right?
They cut good. But I always you got to look at just kind of what time of the year you fight.
Huh?
A lot of people don't like fighting the green leg chickens when it's cold. And a lot of people don't want to use the green leg and the long knife. But they are just good as the other ones.
Dice que mucha gente no le gusta jugar los hatches en tiempo de frío.
Dice que son igual que los otros.
But you think that they can fight anytime, any year?
Oh yeah. Now they can. Back in the 60s, you wouldn't dare fight a green leg rooster when it's cold.
Why?
They just wouldn't.
Was there a reason for it?
They was hot weather chicken. The hatch blood, the dark Robson blood came from the north.
Okay.
So they wasn't that good up there.
Dice que los gallos hatch de él venían del norte y que peleaban mejor en el tiempo de calor. But your cold is different from our cold, you know?
Right.
Digo que el frío allá en Mississippi, en Kentucky, es muy diferente que el frío aquí.
Hey, Smokey, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I got a question for you. How Johnny get the dog Robinson blood?
Well, Johnny and Dr. Robinson, when they was at sunset, and that's how Doc fought one of the roosters and got it, and that's how Johnny got it from Doc
And the fight.
at the fight.
And the pullets?
He got one of the pullers.
Did you?
It's a history I want to ask you. Did they say that Roy got it from Max? That he got the hand, he got to sit on the egg en el tambo, ¿cómo se dice? En el tambo, en el barril. In the barrel, he was in the barrel, and when Roy Braid come, say, cannot take those eggs, was made. You say, you can take it, maybe they don't hatch because they're in the hot. And that's how Roy Brady got that dog Robinson.
Well, Roy and Johnny were partners for a
Yeah.
while, so I guess if Roy wanted something, he asked Johnny. If Johnny wanted something, he asked Roy.
They would trade back and forth.
Right.
Did you know?
So that story is true or no?
What's that?
About the eggs.
I don't know. I probably wasn't born at that time.
Did you know Mr. Peck Brown?
Yeah, I knew Pick Brown. Clyde Ray and all them, Gene. Their daddy, Eugene. Yeah, I knew all them.
You know everybody.
And my, Lupe,
Que venga para acá.
Oye, sí es importante, pregúntale por qué está aquí, porque él viene a
Hey,
Yeah.
Enrique, the one who's running this, the Mr. Gray Derby, he runs the derbies across the country. The Mr. Gray Derbies does a good job with them. Why are you here? Who had you get invited?
This man right here is a partner, Lupe Cuevas. Been friends for probably 5 or 6 years, and I've been coming with him to a lot of places.
Nice.
And I've been knowing Lupe introduced me to Rique.
Okay.
So most time he have a Mr. Gray Derby, I always try to,
Okay, good.
I mean, I try to help the friends, and they more friends to me.
Living good to you.
Oh yeah, I can't complain.
I've been sleeping with them.
But no, Lupe, he called me and he told me Rique was having a Mr. Gray Derby, and we fight together a lot, and we need to be fighting a lot more. But Lupe got things to do, I got things to do, so we try, do 3 or 4 a year,
Okay, good.
And I can't complain because most time we had done good. I mean, I cannot complain. I mean, we ain't gonna win every derby by ourselves, but since we've been, we always.
For you back,
Derbies that we've been with them,
Hey,
we split the pot.
Yeah.
how true is that story that Johnny fought to Macy's one time at Sunset, and after the fights, all 5 or 6 aces one clean, and they were in the cock house eating from the same bowl. That true?
Me and Kerry Robinson, you can ask Kerry.
Yeah.
And we got through fighting the rooster. We was in the Ripley, but we wasn't at Sunset. Not this one. We fighting the young legs in Ripley. So we go out there and win the derby clean. I think Kerry was pitting them that day. And we get through.
Yo vi eso.
And Johnny only had 1 cup of feed, so he set up on a stall box and has 3 or 4 sitting there eating out of the same bowl.
Le pregunto que si
And Doris had raised him at the patio at the house.
¿Quién crees que lo crió? Pregúntale.
who raised him.
Doris, Johnny's wife. Raised all of them on patio.
They were Grace. Raised your Grace?
No, they were red with.
Así les
Great.
puedo.
Yeah.
Dice que hay una historia de Johnnie Jumper que jugó un derby en Ripley, en Mississippi, y que después del derby que los ganó todos limpios, que estaban comiendo los 5 asiles del mismo plato, y le pregunté que sí es cierto y que sí, de repente sí fue cierto. And they were pure aces?
They were pure aces.
Usaron, así, he fought them in gaff or?
Fought them in the gas.
In the gaff.
In the gas.
Que los jugó en gaff. Increíble.
Hey, Kerry, you can ask Kerry. Kerry,
Yeah, he told
Kerry,
me that story.
Kerry would pick the rooster.
O
We were
Kerry
laughing
Robertson
about it.
fue que los
soltó.
cortó ese día.
Yeah. But them were the good days.
Now, that Macy's, where did they originally come from?
Johnny got his from Bobby. But it's a long story in between there.
I heard somebody borrowed them from Bobby, and then he kind of snuck in, gave it to Johnny without his permission, and they
And
got
then
mad.
Johnny called Bobby and told him what happened. And Bobby said it was all good. And he sent Johnny, far as I can remember, he sent Johnny a hen to breed to.
Que supuestamente un señor, no me acuerdo la historia completa, pero que un señor fue con Bobby, le compró un gallo y Bobby él
se lo prestó.
se lo prestó, pero le juró que no iba a pasar a nadie. Y ese señor se lo mandó a Johnnie Jumper, pero Johnnie Jumper, being honest, le habló a Bobby Bowles, dijo, aquí tengo un gallo tuyo, quiero ser honesto contigo, y dijo, Bobby, no hay problema, te mando una gallina también. That's how Johnny got it.
Yeah.
Okay, Robbie White, and Matt White came along with Johnnie Jumper,
right.
and that's when he got the original. That's when he approved him to use it.
To use it,
But it was
Johnny had,
Robbie White and Matt White.
yeah, but Johnny had got one before that.
Yeah, but then after that,
Yeah.
he got the original black
right.
for him. And a lot of people, they keep saying that no, there was no clean bird that Johnnie Jumper got it from.
And that's when we end up
Mr.
getting
Bobby.
That's when we end up getting the Cobras. ACL. They were the smaller.
Because I throw on the air when Johnny Jumper and Matt White and Robbie White
Right.
went over and got the original
Well,
trios.
Johnny, when they fought the 12 cock in Phoenix, Mac trained 4, Johnny trained 4, Robbie trained 4, and Johnny went either Mac or Johnny both went 3-1, and Robbie went 4 straight. So they went to 12 cock by themselves.
Yeah, because I remember, Enrique did an interview to a person in Culiacan
Sí.
that he swears that there was no clean bird that Johnny Jumper would have got, and then I throw on the air that I throw on the air
Might
that
work.
that was a lie, and that was proved that Johnny got the bird straight from Bobby Bowles.
Right, after
Yeah,
that.
After that.
Están diciendo que Johnny sí los agarró de Mac White y aparte lo agarró otra persona, agarró 2 veces los así. So you have 2 families of aces, the Bobby Bowles and the Cobras?
Yes.
Are they different?
Yeah, they different. One side is big, another side is small. And later on down the years, Mr. Jerry Wallace gave Nathan the one.
¿El Cobra or?
I don't remember what they were bigger.
Que tiene 2 familias de asiles, los Cobras y aparte los Bobby Bowles y luego después Wallace le dio un gallo. Did he breed those into the Bobby Bowles? Or?
We rebred our AC what we had to the one that we got from Jerry Wallace.
Que luego refrescó la sangre con los Wallace con los Bobby Bowles. And the Cobras been clean?
Yeah, they've been.
Do they act different, the Cobras? Or?
Well, the Cobras, they're a little wilder, you know. But as you get them in your hand, they come. But till you get them caught, they wild.
Okay.
But once you get them caught, touch one time, relax.
How about gameness wise?
As far as I know, I never had one act bad.
But the difference between the Cobras from the
Well,
Bibles?
no, just the Cobras come a little smaller.
Que son más o menos lo mismo, pero que los Cobras vienen más chiquitos que los otros. What do you think about ace crosses?
Well, it's just kind of what you want. If you want a Cadillac or you want a Dodge.
What's better, chocolate or vanilla?
See what I mean? But no, it's just kind of how you just everybody wants something different. Everybody wants, different stuff.
Digo ¿qué le gusta más a él, los asiles, o los navajeros? Dice que cada quien tiene su
Hey,
preferencia.
ask one time Johnny, he got a ACL here on the leg, and he say, hey, Manuel, when you get old, they don't pick your hands.
Yeah.
You will love those, not number ones, but you will like them when you get old.
¿Quién le dijo?
Johnny, un día llegué y tenía una sida aquí en la pierna y lo estaba acariciando. Hey, Johnny, ¿eso qué? Dice, no son los número 1, pero ya cuando estés viejito no te pican las manos, dice, y los vas a querer, me dijo.
Mexico, they do real good because, they're healthier, they're calmer. You can fight them with feed. Mexicans love fighting them with feed.
Well, I mean, you can ask Mr. Cuevas here, and when the first time I ever went to Hermosillo, Lupe, he was at the farm. He said, hey, Smokey, let's fight some roosters in Hermosillo. And his good buddy, I said, well, here, just take these here. There's some ACL crosses. Well, 2 or 3 months later, he calls me back. He said, hey, Mr. Javier said these roosters won't fight. They ain't no... They won't.
Dice que una vez fueron a Mesías, pero le dio los gallos asiles, pero ya después le dijo Don Lupe que no peleaban los gallos.
Okay, this is the story. Okay, we got a trainer. Tenemos un trainer en Hermosillo, se llama Javier Coronado, que es el piedrón de Rancho Las Presas. Él le dejamos los gallos para que me los cuidara y de ahí se ponen los 3 gallos en el pecho, 1, 2, 3, y me habla, señor Cuevas, ¿estás seguro que quiere jugar estos gallos? Yo le dije, bueno, es lo que me mandó Smokey, pues es lo que vamos a jugar, ¿ok? Y de ahí, gracias a Dios, nos toca a Jumper con Jumper a contra de Memo y le ganamos la pelea y nos dividimos el premio con Memo. Con Memo Maines. Esa es la anécdota que tenemos con este hombre acerca,
no peleaban.
exacto, acerca de los asiles.
They wanna
¿verdad?
fight.
Ahora, en los asiles, ustedes pueden ver los precios. Un trío regular le vale $1,500 y el trío de asiles vale $3,000. Entonces, ¿cuál es la diferencia? ¿Ah? Ahí es donde vemos la trayectoria de los asiles. ¿Ah? Y pues tenemos esa anécdota con y nunca nos vamos a olvidar de esos.
Do you think the ACs are on a decline, or do you think they're up still? You're selling more and more ACs every year?
Well, like I said a while ago, a lot of people want the ACL because I'm not saying a lot of people, because a lot of people still do train the rooster, but it don't take much to train the ACL. It was
Que
American
no
chicken.
ocupa mucho entrenamiento una así. It's more for anybody can train them. And
Yeah.
Their health.
I mean, they more relaxed and calm, but American chicken, you know, they up, you know, 100 speed here, this, here, and some of them try to fight at you. The ACLs don't usually. They worry about what they can see, you know.
Los asilos son más calmados, son más
Y ganan donde les den chance, donde haya un talento
Like
grande.
he hates ACLs. Like,
No,
this guy.
I don't like it.
I don't like him either. I got. Last year I
So
had.
you're racing ACLs.
Well, I have 45 pens and I got 5 ACL pens. That's it. Just because I, you know.
Well, like I said,
They ain't for everybody.
They ain't for everybody.
Ok, los asiles, por ejemplo, yo también soy partidario como Mario. No me gustan los asiles, pero se ocupan para hacer nuestros inventos y nos ha ido muy bien, gracias a Dios.
Antes de terminar la hora, los quiero invitar a todos a bugarinlive.com, la página más grande del mundo para apuestas en vivo y Bugarin TV.
Antes, para cerrar, pregúntale qué piensa de los giros de Gary y Kerry.
He wants to ask what you think of the grace from Gary
Y Kerry.
and Kerry Robertson.
I'm good.
Gary Richardson and Kerry Robertson.
I'm good friend with them guys, and they got good chickens. At one time, I thought they probably had the best gray chickens in the United States.
Que dice que son amigos, muy amigos de ellos, que
But he paid for Jumper.
tienen muy buenos gallos, muy giros, y que en un tiempo pensaba que eran los mejores giros de Estados Unidos. Who's got the best grades now?
I can't judge. I can't say nothing about nobody chicken. I'm just saying what I know for a fact. When me and Kerry, we were kids, we used to fight against each other. And as we got older, we fought rooster together. And I got everything in my heart for Kerry then. You know, because, I mean, if I need something, I can go ask him. He needs something, he can come ask me. Because we worked together over 10 years together. And we always competition against each other. You know, sparring roosters, this and that, you know. But
You got a skateboard too? Like Kerry?
no, I ain't got no skateboard. I ain't got too old for a skateboard.
Que,
But when you were a kid.
Jugaron gallos
Oh,
juntos
yeah.
y en contra
He
todo el
loves
tiempo.
skateboarding.
Y
Yeah.
se pasaban gallos también. Well, I appreciate it. What are you showing today?
We showing half Clemens and half Ruben.
Que van a jugar hatch o Rubo hatch con Clement hatch. Your grades come P-comb or straight comb?
We got both ways.
Que los Clemens de él vienen de los dos lados. Vienen cresta derecha.
Do you got regular grade too? No. Or only Clement?
The Clemens,
Only Clement, no.
we don't have the regular grays.
Tienen por Clemens. But they come both straight comb
Well-
and P-comb?
The some come pecan, some come straight cone. And you know, a lot of people say that earlier. Said, well, the Clemens is pecan. Well, half of the people say, well, the Clemens straight cone. I think they come both ways because Johnny had one and Roy had one.
Okay. And they're
And
both,
one of them was straight cone, one of them pecan.
que dice que mucha gente dice que los Clemens son de cresta derecha, otros cresta caída. Jumper los tiene cresta derecha, Roy Bray los tiene cresta pava. Entonces, now, if you breed a straight comb into a straight comb, you get a straight comb or you get a P-comb too?
You liable to get pecans too.
Que él puede sacarle un gallo a cresta derecha con una gallina cresta derecha y le puede dar cresta de pava
But you got to look what they put in them chicken 30 years ago.
for 40, 50, I mean,
60 years
60
ago. I mean, when you breed straight comb, you didn't guarantee you're going to get straight
Que no
comb.
es una garantía si crías cresta derecha te va a dar cresta derecha. No es una garantía.
Well, I mean, that's all I got to say.
Smokey, thank you so much for this interview. It's been
Thank
great.
you, Smokey.
This is my half brother right here, Cuevas Jr.
God bless you, Smokey, and thank you for everything.
Okay.